All right. Sea of Stars. Gloria Rubel. My name's Jason Finkelman. And here's Todd. Dun, da, da.
My microphone is not where I left it, so I feel like I'm not in a good place, but we'll make it work unless I get direction otherwise. Could you maybe introduce yourselves just a little bit more to people at home? Because I know I get feedback on, well, you have your own show, and you get feedback when I play you, and I don't know how much you want to talk about who you are outside this band, maybe talk about how this band came together.
Yeah, that's what we thought we would do. So this town has this amazing history of theremin music, which when I arrived here in 2000, there was a friend named Anthony Patak. He quickly became a friend. Patak, he...
Can you spell that?
P-T-A-K, Anthony Patak. He's in New York City. But he had organized a concert of theremin music at the Krannert Art Museum. And so I'd like to give him credit for, you know, sort of initiating in my head the idea of presenting music at the Krannert Art Museum. And so, you know, so that was really like the first theremin player I met in town. But then Gloria and I met on the theremin stage with Barry Morse, who had organized the Etherphonic Theremin Orchestra. And Barry had this wonderful duo with Alan Wu, and together they were both playing theremins in that group.
Although I've known Jason for as long as I've known Todd, I think. Whenever you moved into town was when I met you.
Yeah, we met right away.
Now you came here from New York?
I moved here from New York, yes.
You started out here, right?
Basically. I started out in Detroit, but quickly came here.
That's where the Motown sound is from.
That's right. That's what all this is about. This is
right.
obviously a Motown influenced kind of thing. But
now I did want to, I'm realizing I thought I'd been around theremins before, and one of my favorite bands often incorporates a theremin, but unless they look very different from that one, I guess I've never been this close to one before.
Well,
yeah, you know, this is kind of the basic.
The classic
basic
Etherphonic theremin.
And for people who are just listening and who can't see, could you just, in one or two sentences, describe why it's unusual? Or
it's unusual because you play it without actually touching the instrument, and it was invented in 1920. A big history about, I forget his first name, Mr. Theremin.
Yes.
Leon Theremin.
Leon. What is it?
Leon Theremin.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So anyway, but this particular one is a wooden box that's about 15 inches long and maybe 2 inches tall and 5 inches wide.
Mm-hmm.
Could sit on a table, or in this case on a mic stand, and then it has an antenna on one side that controls pitch as far as getting your hand closer to that antenna will raise the pitch. Further away from it lowers the pitch. The other antenna, which is a weird loop shape on the other side, controls volume, and so it's off right now, but if it were on, I would just keep my hand on that one so that there wouldn't be no volume. So the further you get away, the louder it becomes, and the closer you get to it, the quieter, or you can silence it.
Now, if you don't mind my asking, relative to other instruments, for you anyway, how much more time-intensive, difficult is it to learn?
It's a very difficult instrument, but put it this way, when I knew about the theremin orchestra that Barry Morse had going, and Jason was playing with that orchestra, and I'd seen them a couple of times, and I met Barry because they played where I work at the Champaign Public Library, and he said, we're always looking for people in the community to join, and so a good friend and I were like, yeah, let's do this. They had a gig coming up at Krannert for part of the Pygmalion.
Yeah, it was part of Pygmalion.
2 years ago.
It was in September of 2017.
Yeah.
Okay, so almost 3 years ago.
Yeah. And to do that, you had to come to two workshops with Barry and the rest of the players that lasted, each one was 3 hours. So
Okay.
6 hours of learning the basic, and also with him, it had to do with learning his conducting style. So, but it was so much fun that when we finished that, and by the way, it's completely improvisational what we're doing and what they did, with sometimes within a structure when you had that many players. There was the director, and so within a certain framework that he would improvise as he went, we would, anyway. But I got home from that gig and got on eBay, and because I had borrowed one from Ryan Groff, who later Jason borrowed Ryan's theremin. So thank you, Ryan.
I'm sure nobody knows who that is.
Yeah, nobody probably. But and anyway, I bought the theremin, and then Barry moved away.
Oh no!
So it was like, oh.
So now you have to teach
no.
people.
Well, I was really happy that my friend Emily, who did the Cranert thing also bought one
Okay.
on eBay. But then she moved away.
Oh no!
She would come over and we would just hang out in my sunroom and light candles and just,
Well, if I may, this is a conversation I would love to continue
No,
another
sorry.
time, because I want to know more, but I also want you to get to your other
I
two
know.
pieces.
right.
You shouldn't put a talk mic here. That's the problem. Okay.
Well, maybe when we come back, we can talk about your web presence, booking. Obviously, people aren't booking as many bands right now, but you have enough to fill the hour, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I want to hear it, so I'm going to go back and sit down and listen carefully. Just call me when you want me.
All right,
this
thanks.
Jason's going to talk a
WEFT
little bit about.
sessions.
Sorry.
I was just going to say, this is WEFT 90.1 FM, and you're listening to WEFT Sessions with Sea of Stars. Thank you.
All right, so we're going to continue now with a piece that's going to feature an instrument that maybe I'm most known for in this community is the berimbau, the Afro-Brazilian musical bow. So we're going to do that piece next, and then we'll see where we go after that. All right? All right, so that's the Bid'em Bow and the Theremin duo with Sea of Stars.
Are we talking?
Sure, we could talk real quick.
So I'm guessing this last one is longer than the others.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a couple comments before we go on. This is, since we're at the bottom of the hour, this is WEFT 90.1 FM Champaign WEFT Sessions. And a number of listeners, actually from New York, have mentioned really having trouble hearing us. At first, they thought it was low audio, but I think it's that we're all wearing the masks. So if you can either be a little louder through the mask or maybe tilt...
Louder through the mask.
I mean, obviously, you don't want to take it off, but...
It's that nice muffled sound.
Well, I was in a store recently, and I finally had to tell the employee who had a really good mask, like, you know, you might as well not be talking because I'm interested in what you have to say, but I can't make it out.
Right.
So, and radio is weird because even though... Is the video streaming now?
No.
Okay. Even though there are ways to watch this show, there are not live ways to watch this show as of this week. So there are probably going to be people later who don't understand why there's any confusion, but you know, if they can only hear us and not see us, it's not... I always like to talk about, you know, we don't show alcohol on the radio, but then when you put it on YouTube, all of a sudden it sounds like I'm just stupid and not making a joke.
Well, I'll try to speak louder and clearer through the mask. You know, it is such an incredible moment we're experiencing, and I'm thankful that, you know, WEFT is allowed to have, you know, a few people in the station, and I want to thank you and Mike for having us on the show, and Mike and Charlie for helping out.
Well, and if I can expand that, I want to thank everybody who has helped keep WEFT running at all, because I really thought there might be... I wasn't sure we were still going to be on the air simply because I wasn't sure we were still going to be able to come in. So, so many people, or I shouldn't even say so many people, a moderate number of people have done so much to keep us on the air that I appreciate everybody who has kept us on the air, because if we ever go off the air, it's going to be hard to get back on. So.
Well, it's, you know, WEFT is definitely a gem in our community. And, you know, right now we have a T-shirt fundraiser going on. So I encourage people to go to weft.org and, you know, pick up a T-shirt if you want to support the radio.
I had a listener order a T-shirt Friday, and he's already wearing it today.
Awesome, awesome.
And he doesn't live anywhere around here, so USPS is earning their
Good.
$5.40.
Well, Todd, I just wanted to finish up just one last point. That Sea of Stars came together because of a very special event that happened at the Starkle Planetarium. There was a film screening of a film about Chesley Bonestell, who was a... Bonestell, oops.
Oh,
Thank
okay,
you.
now I know who you mean.
Chesley Bonestell, sorry. A Brush with the Future was the name of the film. And anyway, we were invited to perform as entry music to that. So that's how this group actually came together, this duo project.
It's all lowercase,
super,
right?
super fun. What, the title of Sea of Stars?
Yeah, I just noticed that you were writing it all lowercase. So.
Oh,
we just did
I
that.
think it doesn't have to be.
Tonight was a lowercase gig.
As long as you don't write it with dollar signs, right?
Right.
Anyway, so that was in October of 2019. And
oh, goodness. So you're a young band.
We're a young band. So, but, you know, it's been so much fun to improvise with Gloria. And I know that you have a whole other life as a singer-songwriter in this community.
Yeah, this is completely... completely different music from anything that I've played in the past, starting with playing with the Theremin Orchestra. But playing with just one other person, especially Jason, who this is what he does, is this experimental improvisation. I'm married to somebody, Peter Rubel, that's who I'm married to, just somebody, who got his doctorate in theory and composition, and so I was exposed to a great deal of experimental music. At that time, I grew up, you know, my dad being an ethnomusicologist, Bruno Nettle, who just died in January. So, but anyway, I have all these influences, and yet my main performing and writing and listening tends to be in the rock, pop, blues, kind of the umbrella that's over that. So this is super fun and very different.
Do you have an estimate for how many bands you've been in?
Oh.
Either of you, really?
I don't know. Maybe for me, it's not that many. Maybe 12.
Oh, yeah, that's not many at all. I've been in more than that.
But I've got some yeof that we're talking about,
Yeah. No, I think 12 is...
I don't know that that's right, actually, but, Anyway, one of the things I wanted to say about the planetarium gig was we were hired to play entrance music as people were walking in to view the film, which, by the way, was really incredible. We stayed for it. But instead, people came in and just stopped. And, we had this big audience, so it was really cool.
Yeah,
So that was our first gig. Our second gig was in Jason's backyard, which,
was a celebration of Pauline Oliveris' birthday,
That's
right?
right.
All the what?
Pauline Oliveris was,
Oh, yes.
It was her birthday that day, and we got together and we sent out sounds for Pauline.
And
it was really
people
great.
stopped on the sidewalk, and, so I count that. I count it.
But so we're a young
This
band.
is our third gig.
And we just appreciate being here.
Yep.
So we're going to continue now
Yes.
with another extended improvisation.
No, I just have one question.
Okay.
Are you completely done when this song is over? Do we not even talk, or do we talk?
That's
or?
up to you. You want to talk at the end? We could do that. We could save a couple minutes.
Okay. Normally
like.
I go straight from the last song, but we have more than 3 songs. So
All right. Well, we could whatever you like.
Well, if
Your
there's-
preference.
Is there anything else you had questions about or anything? Because we could just do that and then go out on the last
Well, why don't we
song.
see what time it is, and just make sure you have maybe 30 seconds of buffer so that I can get either from here back there or not bother, depending on... I certainly want to talk more before you leave. Whether it's on air or not is up to you.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Okay, thank you.
Great.
Well, thanks everyone for listening from near and far.
Yes.
And again, this is a new project called Sea of Stars, exploring sounds of theremin.
Yes. Here we go.
Well, that's what we got, man. We got a couple more minutes.
I was going to say, what you've got is also a couple more minutes. So I think
Encore.
Well, I mean, if you had a little encore, that would be nice. But
Well, it's the beauty of it. You know, we have it. We have it.
could you give out, do you have a website, a mailing list, an all-purpose general?
It's all in the works. It's all in the works.
That's right. We're on the slow and steady pace with this project. But it's really a blast to be here at WEFT, and there are opportunities to hear music that's in this arena. We have Ed Hadley's show.
He's not doing it right now, is he?
He's not doing it
Okay.
right now, but there's Ed's show. Hopefully that will happen again. The Noise
What's it called?
Assembly. The Noise Assembly has a history here, which is an improvising group that.
Oh, yes. Anybody who listens to my show the week of Halloween should remember the ambient and experimental sounds of the Noise Assembly.
And there are new shows every Sunday night on Fanfare for the Speeding Bullet.
So that actually is what I was going to ask next. I was going to say, Jason and then Gloria, where can people hear you in the weeks ahead? You have Fanfare for this. Oh, and the other night I missed a trivia question about Fanfare for the Common Man, and I thought, I know Fanfare for the Speeding Bullet, but I don't know where in Copeland. What the heck? So you are on every Sunday at
8 o'clock here on
Central-
WEFT.
and 2 hours of experiment.
2 hours of avant-garde jazz, experimental music, and ambient music. And I have another project that's a new project, relatively new, called Kuroshio.
Spell that.
Kuroshio, Kuroshio. It's Japanese for
See,
Kuroshio.
I thought you were saying promotio. 'Cause the mask.
Kuroshio. It's the mask, yes.
Yes.
And my Philadelphia mumble. But anyway, so Todd, thanks again, and Gloria, it's really, really a treat.
And likewise, absolutely.
And did you have anything to plug?
Well, I have an acoustic duo called the Double Dots with David Howie, and prior to the shutdown, we were playing steadily many times a month, and we've only had one gig together since that time. It was July 4th at Huber's, but we do have some things coming up.
You could bring it here.
I know, and I think we will do that. Just have to figure out what's a good time for everybody.
Well, I think when I first contacted you, you weren't sure which band I wanted. It's like either one.
Yeah, right. Well, anyway, so in September, I know that we're playing at least 3 times.
Ooh.
We have Huber's, Clark Bar, Baxter's. I just don't have in my head the exact dates, but also I do a solo acoustic show that's a lot of the songs I wrote, along with things that I just like, covers that I like. And I had been playing at the Ice House every 3rd Friday.
Do you cover Ice House?
What?
Do you cover the band Ice
Oh,
House?
no. But, you know.
have to be crazy.
But I do take those kinds of requests. If people make requests, learn something by such and such, I'll think, I'll do it in my own style. But anyway, I just have yet to confirm that I still am going to be doing the 3rd Fridays. I also have a first Friday in Decatur. I've been doing that for about 3 years, but because of the way things are in Decatur right now, I
they
don't
worse
think
than here?
that's going to be... What's that?
Are they worse than here?
Well, in terms of people complying.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So anyway, unfortunately, the venue owners are in a pickle.
Yeah.
So I don't know quite what's going to happen there. But that's all that I've got going on other than this musically.
Okay, well, tell you
Right
what,
now.
I'm going to go turn on some music. If you could just do something for 10... There we go.
All right.